Hey y'all, make sure I'm good. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Monday. Hope everybody is doing good. Hey, what's up, everybody? Go ahead on and make sure you say hello. Hey, Mo. Hey, Dr. Sharon. Say, Loretta, what's up? Let me see. I got a couple people now. Like, Mo, you one of them. It's a bunch of y'all I'll be looking for. I'm looking for Lisbeth. I'm looking for I ain't gonna drop. There you go, Miss Cynthia. I was about to say your name next. I hope you got my email. How you doing? All right. Well, I am glad you guys are here today. Look, I'm glad to be here today. All right. And those of you who talked to me over the weekend, y'all know what I'm talking about. All I'm going to say is y'all make sure y'all send up a prayer. Because you never know who needs it. All right. First and foremost. All right. So what am I going to talk about today? Hey, Zandris, how you doing? We are going to talk about, here it is. All right. So I know most of y'all been worried about the student loan thing. So first and foremost, if it's your first time here, please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Hey, Larita. Hey, Darnell. Hey, James. I'll be trying to give y'all information that y'all can share and use with somebody. That is very important. I promise. If you don't need it today, you will need it tomorrow. Okay. Hey, Donnie. So I appreciate you guys always being here with me on Mondays very, very much. So I got a whole bunch of stuff to put out. But as always, if y'all have questions, hey, Elizabeth, I was waiting on you, girl. Okay. Thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate it. I will answer y'all questions. So if you have them, please drop them. But I got quite a bit of stuff to put out. All right. So as I was stating, a lot of y'all have still been asking about this Supreme Court thing with Biden and all of that. And y'all know we still don't really have any information on it. Okay. But what we do have is there's a new repayment plan. Okay. And if you guys are waiting on that $10,000, you're probably gonna be waiting for a little while. I'm just telling you the truth. But they do have a new student loan repayment plan called the IDR, income driven repayment. Okay. So this has been out before. This isn't brand new. They had IDR since 2016, but a lot of people did not sign up for it. Why? Because, well, it wasn't really helping. Everybody chose the IBR or the repay as you go. Okay, because even I was on it, the IBR. So basically what they have done is they have combined the income driven payment plan and the pay as you go plan together into one. So if you have loans that are not consolidated, please go and call your student loan servicer and get into this plan. All right. So, excuse me. I'm going to basically go over just a couple things so that y'all know. The good thing that I like about this compared to all the other repayment plans is that it gives you guys credit for months that you were in forbearance. Hey, Big Mom, thank you for being here. Valley Mom says, what if my loans were forgiven? If your loans were forgiven, you don't have to worry about anything. That's fine. That's under the borrower's defense. We're talking about the $10,000 payment that Joe Biden was going to give to everybody. Okay. So this new IDR, if you guys have not enrolled in it, what it is it will give you time. It'll count time that you're in forbearance and that you're in deferment. None of the other repayment plans did that. It will let you have 0 monthly payments and still count towards your time. No other repayment plan did that. And what else is it doing? Oh, probably my favorite thing is that it's doing is it is stopping. They are not going to charge you. So the interest for unpaid, for not paying, you will not accumulate any interest. So in the months that you have that 0 repayment, you do not accumulate any interest, which I like because no other plan did it, but also because these plans are they work with you basically to get you out of debt sooner, because there are going to still be some guys that are going to have student loans that they will have to pay. You guys just need to know with this new plan, they tell you that most people who have a 2-year degree will be out in 10 years. That's no surprise, because most of your student loan repayment plans are based on 10 years anyway. If you extend into any repayment plan, it goes out to 20 or 25 years. I don't know if you guys knew that. Hey, Jody. Hey, Cassie. So I don't know if you guys knew that. That's why when you first get out of school and you have a payment due, that's why it's so high, because it's based off of 10 years. Not 25 years like these new plans are. The only other thing I like about this new plan is they state, the White House states, that you guys will not be done in 10 years, but you also will not have to pay on this for 20 years. So they believe that you will get out of debt sooner because they're cutting interest. And they're only going to make a certain portion of your income. So the discretionary income means income that they can come after. It's going to be a smaller percentage than it was in the past. So they believe that those two things will help you get out of debt sooner, which means your student loans will be repaid sooner. Okay. If you still got student loans and they're high, just plan on paying them for a while. Your best bet is to have a lot of dependents. Okay. The only way y'all going to make these student loan payments low is you're going to have more dependents, because the more dependents you have, they base it off of your income, how many dependents you have, and then that determines your payment. Now, what you need to do, and then I'm going to take your questions, is if this is something you plan on using, you need to make sure that your tax returns match what you are saying to them. You cannot say you have 5 dependents and want them to base your payment off of 5, but when they go get your taxes every year, you only got 2. Because you recertify with your taxes every year. Okay, so while y'all are still in non-repayment status, y'all thinking about consolidating and moving into this plan, that's something you should do. But make sure you also think about how many dependents y'all gonna carry, because that is what's going to really attack your payment and make it low. Okay, the other thing that'll make it low is if you already don't make a lot of money. So if you make they're saying that if a person who makes the equivalent to the federal poverty line, which is I think about $15,000, they're saying that person will be out of student loan debt in 10 years. $15,000, that's really not a lot. That means the payments must be really, really small. But the good thing is, if you are considered broke, you don't make a lot of money, your payments will also not be high. You make a lot of money, you need to go and find you some dependents so your payments won't be high. Okay, so let me go and look at these questions before I move on to what is next. Okay, Big Mom says, I filled out their application for my partner and he got approved. Woo woo, congratulations. What application? The borrower's defense? Let me know. It says, is the borrower's defense still in effect? Yes, it is. So the borrower's defense is the Sweet versus Cardona lawsuit. So some of y'all know it by different names, but if you are wondering about the Sweet versus Cardona lawsuit, that is all the schools that are in the borrower's defense. I told y'all if y'all needed it, send me an email. And good Lord, y'all been listening. So I have been sending y'all the actual picture that has about 200 schools on there. If you find your school on there, you can do one or two things. And this is probably to answer the question that a lot of people are going to ask. If I see my school on the list, do I wait for them to give me the discharge? That's up to you. Y'all know how I am about the government. I don't wait for them to give me anything. If they say it's something I can get, I'm going to get it. Okay. I don't want to wait. So you have to answer that. Are you making student loan payments? Do you want to keep making them while you wait for them to give you the discharge? Or do you want to fill out the borrower's defense application so you can make it go a little faster? I am taking the faster route. Hey, Mr. Game Over, how you doing? So if you have the opportunity, you see your school on the list, you want it, I will send it to you. Do the application, okay? You don't have to, but I just strongly suggest that you do. It'll go a lot faster, okay? Big Mom says, I have the approval letter in his inbox just in case it open back up. Which approval letter are you talking about, Big Mom? For the $10,000 with Joe Biden or something else? Let me know before I go on. Yodelin says, I check IRS website. It shows nothing owed, but transcripts show I owe. Hey, Yodelin, so no, it doesn't. When you're looking at your IRS transcripts, y'all, the IRS puts everything in the way that accountants would see it, okay, or bookkeeping. So when you see your numbers and you see the two what's this y'all help me out. I smoked a little bit before I started, okay. Come on, I want to say brackets, but it's not brackets. I'm waiting for one of y'all to type this in. But when you see the numbers and they're inside of this on with IRS, okay, I say brackets too. Okay, parentheses. There it goes. Woo! Somebody, I know nobody said thank you, Mo. It came to me. So okay, so when you see the numbers inside of the parentheses in the accountant bookkeeping world, that's a positive, not a negative. So when you see that it says amount owe / or due, and then you see the number in the parentheses, that means that's your refund, not the amount you owe. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Notary Premier. I appreciate that. Y'all know sometimes, okay, these things, they be up here. It just don't sometimes just don't come out here, but I'm getting there, okay? So it doesn't mean that you owe. My email, if anybody wants to know, shamikasaves@gmail, okay? Oh, the Biden. Okay, so the Biden application. All right. So there is no formal approval. So I want you to send that to me, Big Mom. shamikasaves@gmail. Because if your email is what some other people have sent to me, I think where I read is still it wasn't guaranteed that it had been approved. And so the thing is once you apply, they were gonna give it to you. But what happened was everybody was approved that applied. But what happened was the Supreme Court said, we're not stopping y'all, the people, from applying. We're stopping the government from actually giving you your the money. Okay, so yeah, everybody was approved. That's why if the Supreme Court says yes, it's good to go, everybody will get 10,000. Please don't count on that email. I think that's the one that people were sending me. Okay, but that means nothing because everything is on halt. So it will be approved officially if the Supreme Court says, and they will probably send you guys another email saying that. But right now it's on hold. But please send it to me if you don't mind, so that I can verify that's what we're talking about. Okay. All right. Let me see what you're saying. Elizabeth says, hold on, Elizabeth. Y'all, let me get the mouse. It says, for the My Safe Florida program, do they pick the company to do the repairs or we pick the company? I have not gotten that far yet. I am almost certain that they are going to pick the company, not you, because this is a way for the companies to work with the state. So I'm pretty sure they're going to pick the companies because, and this is for anybody that's in Florida. Y'all know I'm a Florida resident, so that's what I talk about a lot of. But if you're in Florida, if you did not do the My Safe Florida program, please, it is free. Just go and let them people come out and look and tell you what is up with your home. Okay. I know it's April, but y'all know it's gonna be hurricane season before you know it. And I don't want to hear nothing when somebody tell me my house got messed up and FEMA not giving me nothing. They aren't giving nothing thanks to the governor. Okay, he told them I don't want y'all unless we absolutely need it. So that's why this past hurricane season we wasn't staying in hotels like we normally do. Okay, y'all know we was chilling in them hotels as some hurricanes go. But now, no more. Okay, I'm just keeping it real. I get damaged too. I want to stay in me a hotel. Thank you, NBC Suites. All right, let me keep going. Mo says, how many tax returns do you have to give to a loan processor for a house? They usually want the last two, but I would say 2 to 3. That they usually want. I believe if you have a W-2 job, you could get away with 2. But if you are self-employed, you're going to need additional because, well, they self-employed people, they scared of y'all because the money can be iffy. Not to mention people are finagling taxes. Speaking of that, did y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel? I hope that you did. The YouTube channel is the same name it is here, Shamika Saves. Man, let me tell you, I was shivering in the cold standing outside of an old behind Eckerd or a CVS, okay, making a video. And when y'all see the video, y'all know what I'm talking about. But I want to let y'all know, look, since I'm switching it up real quick, since we're talking about taxes, I wanted to, and I'll probably do this later when I actually have the tax class, but I wanted y'all to know, to tell y'all again that the taxes for this year are low because I know people are seeming to be very upset about that, but I want y'all to know that they're going to be low again next year. So what y'all need to do is make sure y'all subscribe to my page so y'all can look at all the things that you can do to do one or two things, okay? Either get you more refundable credits or get you more tax credits. And let me explain the difference real quick, because a lot of y'all see tax credits and y'all don't know really what that means. And I'm going to explain. Hey, Miss Pam, how you doing? Okay, so there are two types of tax credits, all right? There's a refundable tax credit, and that's your earned income tax credit. That's your child tax credit. That's your dependent care credit. That's your American Opportunity Credit. If y'all don't know what that is, I don't know how many parents' taxes. I did this tax season, and I go, y'all got kids in school? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, why aren't y'all getting that 1098-T form? A lot of y'all missing out on your $1,000, and you only get to use it twice. So you're missing out on $2,000 because you're not using it. That is a refundable credit, meaning as soon as we put something in, it's automatically going to give you something back. Okay, that's refundable. But there are other things like tax credits that what they do, instead of giving you money back automatically, what they do is they lower the amount of money that you're being taxed on, which in some cases may raise your tax refund, or it just may keep it the same. And I'll give you an example, because I know everybody here is a tax expert. I know y'all all done went on TurboTax. If you own a home and you ever tried to put in your 1098 form from your mortgage company, soon as you put that in, you thinking, oh yeah, man, I don't pay about $12,000 of interest. I know I'm finna get something back. Nope, you get nothing. That is, it's a tax credit, but in your case, you didn't pay enough in order for it to make a change in your refund amount. Same thing when y'all get mad when you put in charity. Y'all, I love that y'all give y'all tithes and offerings to the church. But sometimes, in order for it to give you more money, y'all need to look at your adjusted gross income, and you need to compare the two and see, and this is not for everyone, but sometimes you got to look at your income and see how much you need to give in order to get more back at tax time, okay? But that's a tax credit. Another one that's really popular is the solar credit. How many people are getting solar, not solar systems, the solar water heaters, solar panels, all kind of stuff. And y'all go to these companies and they tell you, oh yes, spend $50,000. The government gonna give you a tax credit, and they making you think you're gonna get all this money back, at least more than half of what you spent. That's not true. It is a tax credit, but remember what I said. It has everything to do with your income. You make a lot of money when it comes to solar. We'll just use that for an example. You make a lot of money, you'll get a lot more of the money you spent back. But that same person that makes a little bit of income only gets a little bit of the money back from what they paid. It's really crazy sometimes how it is, and I ain't going to get too much into it here, but I wanted y'all to understand the two types of tax credits so that when y'all watch my video and y'all write y'all notes, y'all know which credits y'all need to be going after so that you can apply all of them when you do your taxes next year. Because I can tell you right now, the taxes will not be looking too hot next year. If you got the same income, same children, you're probably only going to see a difference of a few $100s. I didn't make it up. The IRS did it. The numbers ain't changing. So I'm just letting you know. Okay. So let me see what y'all saying real quick. And if you didn't, please follow if you haven't. What number did you just see? It says, what can I claim after buying a house? You can claim anything after buying a house. I think you mean, what can you claim on your taxes? The only things that you'll be able to claim on your taxes will be your property taxes, your interest that you have on your home. And depending on if you do something at your home, are you working out of your home? I mean, there's lots of things that you can do. So I don't like a blanket question like that, because that might confuse too many folks. Okay. Let me see. It says the amount of my transcript is not in parentheses. When I did my taxes, said, oh, okay. So if it's not in parentheses, Ms. Yodelee, then yes, ma'am, you owe. Okay. Sorry about that. If you need me to look over it, let me know. Donnie says, oh, my dad lives in Florida. He needs this so bad. Well, if you do, go to MySafe Florida, MySafe and then FL.com, and schedule it. It's free. Okay. All right. Let me keep going. Hey, Quanda, how you doing? All right. Okay. So I was trying to find a way how I want to get this out, because a lot of y'all asked me about trade lines, and I'm sure y'all know what trade lines are. And if you don't, real quick, trade lines are the very thing that when I go to your credit report and I look at it, or you look at your credit report, every line on your credit report that says Sears, Santander, student loan, Citibank, Amazon, y'all get it. That is a trade line, okay? Whether it's yours or if it's yours, it's primary. If it's someone else's, it's an authorized user, okay? So a lot of y'all have been asking a lot about trade lines, especially primary trade lines, because y'all can't find ones to add to your credit to boost your score. Now, I was going to put this in a ebook form and sell it, but I'm like, I ain't going to do that, y'all. I'm just going to go ahead on and I'm going to say all these names. And if you choose, you're going to save this video or go watch it on YouTube at a later date and take these down so you can go and get these. Okay. So I'm going to name trade lines, but I'm also going to name some cash advance places. Now, I'm not big on cash advance places, but let me tell you, there was once upon a time where your girl used to, and I'm going to read that in a second, Mo, where your girl used to use LendUp, LENDUP. LendUp was my $250 to $500 get by for a very long time. Now, nobody knew. It wasn't anybody's business, but I needed a payday advance to help put me, I needed a little bridge. Okay, I needed a bridge loan till I get my money. And so I'm going to name some of those because I get y'all phone calls and I get y'all messages. And so I wanted to just name some. I'm not telling y'all to go sign up for these. But what I do like about these are they don't show up on your credit. Okay. So y'all know I'm a big credit person. So these don't show up on your credit. Now, will they come after you and try to sue you and all that kind of stuff? Absolutely. But they don't show up on your credit, which means you do got a little bit of time to get it together before you pay them back in the event you fall behind. Okay. All right. I know Sears trade line. Somebody may still have Sears on their credit report. It ain't open no more. But all right. So I'm going to give y'all a couple of these cash advance places. All right. Hey, Erica. And again, y'all can look at these later to get the names if you want to write them down. Okay. I want to see if I can type them in here. Okay. So I'm gonna type them in here for my YouTube people, but everybody else, y'all gonna have to go and see it somewhere because I cannot do it. Okay. So we got, hold on, let me put these in all caps. Okay. So we have SoFi, SoFi. We have, I'm gonna name them Earning, EARNING. If you guys are interested, these are just some of the cash advance places. We have LendUp, the same one I told you guys I use, LENDUP, LendUp. We have Grid Money, GRID Money, MONEY. We got CashNet USA, Cash and then Net, NET USA. Thank you, Mo. I appreciate it. Mo typing them for y'all, okay? We have Fig, like a fig Newton. We have Fig Loans, okay? That's another one. We have Line, LINE, like a line in the sand. We have Line. We have Possible Finance. So Possible Finance, okay? Net Credit, NET Credit, CREDIT. Again, I ain't telling y'all to go out and get these, but this is a good way to know that y'all have some places to go and get money in the event you need something, okay? We have another one called Dave, DAVE. And some of these are actually apps on your phone. So if in the event you need to use it, you can just download the app and do it right there. You don't even have to go anywhere, okay? The next one is Bridget, BRIGIT. Why they name these after people, I don't know, okay? Solo, SOLO. That's another one. Let's see. We got Extra, EXTRA, just like the gum. Two more left. We have SeedFi, SEEDFI, SeedFi. And then the last one is Zoon, ZAY, then Zoon, ZOON. Okay. So I don't know how many that was, but I gave y'all a bunch of cash advance places because believe me, some people might be hurting. And you might need a little bridge to get yourself over. That is something that you can do to get yourself by. Okay. Thank you, Mo. I appreciate that. So anybody, y'all can screenshot that on TikTok, or save the video, download it so that you can go back and look at these. So for the trade lines, there's a whole lot. I'm not going to go through all of them, but what I did want you guys to know, and this is going to work for anybody that has business credit and personal credit. Oh, look at that. Thank you, Don. Let me write that down. Donnie says you can get it on Cash App. Now, I saw it where it says Zoom. I mean, not Zoom, Chime, but I wasn't sure. But since you're saying Cash App, I saw Cash App, but I wasn't sure. So Cash App and Chime does it too, okay? Because it did show up in the list. So that's for cash advances. But I wanted to give you guys a another quick way. So a lot of people are asking me, why don't we get credit for things that we pay for, rent, electric bill, phone bill, all those types of things? Well, real quick, they don't give you credit for them because the bank doesn't get any glory. They don't get anything out of it. So banks don't really have an incentive to report those things because right now they don't matter. And when you go to get a house and all of those things, they don't like to look at what they call alternative credit report or credit reporting. So these will be alternative trade lines, but guess what? They still are going to boost your score, okay? So I want you guys, Mo, if you could type this one for me, I appreciate it. It's called E-Credible. So E and then C-R-E-D-A-B-L-E. I believe that's how you spell it. Yeah, E-Credible. If not, y'all can type it in and y'all will find it, okay? So the reason I'm giving y'all E-Credible is because if you have business, if you have business credit, you can use this too. To tell you what I did, I took my electricity, my cell phone, my home phone, water bill, and if I had to pay for trash, I would do it too. And I made everything, I put everything in my business name. Then I went to eCredible and I signed up and I pay monthly. And what they do is they do just like Experian Boost. They go into your account, look at bills you have paid, and they give you credit for them. Now, you don't have to do that. You don't have to put it in your business name if you don't want to. So for those of you that don't have a business, you still can sign up with eCredible, and eCredible will go through your account and they will give you credit for everything that you pay. The reason why I'm telling you guys you can do it on the business credit side is because they report to business credit too. So you can use them on both ends, on the business side, and you can use them on the personal side. And I believe it's like $29.95 or whatever. You have to find it beneficial to you. But if you guys want to start getting credit in your credit scoring for things like, you know, your utilities, that is one of the ways that you can do it. When it comes to your rent, please, and then Mo, I'm gonna get back to your question. When it comes to your rent, you can use rent reporters, Rental Karma. They got, hold on, I wrote some of them down. They got Pay Your Rent, Jetty Credit, Built Rewards. They have so many of them. And if y'all want, I can type it. I'll get somebody. I can type this up in a list and just send them to y'all. But it's a ton of trade lines on here that you guys can use to boost up your credit. And the reason I chose this is because you are not paying $400 and $500 to add trade lines that you guys don't need. I find that a lot of you are trying to fix your credit by adding trade lines to boost your score, but the things that you're adding are authorized users and they're only good for a couple months. And a lot of y'all need more than a couple months help. No shade. Okay. Some of y'all need long-term work. And if that's you, you need to get the trade lines that you pay for and that are in your name. Okay. Elisha says, if I'm saying it wrong, Alicia, I'm saying it wrong. It says you can use self to help boost your score on your rent. Woo woo. I know that's right. I use Self Lender. I love Self Lender. I love Kickoff. Let me look. I got the name. I love Credit Strong, Pedal Card, Grain. I mean, it's so many of them. And these companies realize how many people have bad credit that they are making it their business. Yes, ma'am, Starlight Self. They're making it their business to start you off with a trade line and then turn that trade line, not a trade line. They start you off with a store credit card. and then turn around and give you a credit card later. That's what self-lender does. In the beginning, they just give you the $25. Basically they're holding it for you. Okay. But if you do kickoff will give you maybe $500 store credit. You ain't going to use it. But after you pay it back 6 months later, here they are giving you a credit card. So these companies will help you build your score, and they're primary, which means as long as you pay for them, they stay on your account. Unless it's a credit card, then it just stays. Okay. Unless you mess it up. Okay. So let me go back and see what Mo asked me before I said all these. It says, can couples file bankruptcy separate? Yes, they can. I have a lot of couples that file bankruptcy separate because a lot of people were not married forever. If I got into a relationship with a lot of debt and this man got into a relationship with a lot of debt and we got married, we still have our own individual debt. So yes, you can be married and file bankruptcy separate. Let me tell you, I even had a wife. I hope she's not watching. She did not want her husband to know that she was filing bankruptcy because she secretly liked to spend. Okay. So what did we do? We filed the bankruptcy. Now, we did have to get information because if you're married, you do have to tell the truth and let the courts know you're married. So you will have to put their name in your bankruptcy, but that doesn't affect them at all. It's just so that you're telling the truth, okay? Because you don't want to lie to these people. You want to tell the truth when you're doing stuff. But yes, couples can file bankruptcy together or separate, okay? All right, let me see if I missed anybody else. No, okay. All right, so Alicia says, kickoff is good. I love kickoff too. And I love kickoff for my seriously financially strapped, bad money manager clients. Okay. If you're somebody that I can look at your credit and tell you got a problem spending too much money, you're definitely getting kickoff because $10 I know you can afford. And it won't mess your credit up. So kickoff is one that I use for everybody who is really, really, really bad when it comes to credit. Okay. So I love them too. Stride says, which trade lines are good for CPNs? Well, y'all know what CPNs are, right? The Social Security numbers we be talking about. So any trade line that you can get to hit the CPN will be good. The issue is these financial technology companies, Kickoff, Self, these are small baby companies, okay? They have time. And when I say they have time, that means they make sure, or they're doing their best to make sure that somebody doesn't come in and slip a CPN through the crack. Not saying that it won't work. But if you can get a trade line like one of these I named to go onto your CPN, great. I think it's very hard to do. It's easier to get a trade line from a larger company, a Bank of America, a Citibank, a Capital One, because it's easier to get lost in the system than it is with these smaller places because the system will easily identify, or I believe the system can easily, I'm thinking I'm saying it right. The system can easily identify a CPN. So I would say if you need to have a trade line hit, go to Trade Line Supply. Trade Line Supply, all one word. I have heard that their trade lines hit CPNs. Okay. All right. All right. What other ones besides Self? Kickoff. Grain, like a grain of salt. Money Lion. Y'all stay away from Money Lion if y'all not serious now, because I see a lot of Money Lion and BMG money on a lot of y'all credit reports. Okay. Y'all be getting these loans and don't repay them, and they absolutely will report. Another one is pedal card, like a pedal on a flower. Pedal card. So pedal card has two different types of cards that they give you. Now, let me tell y'all about these new trade lines. So they're not looking at y'all credit like they used to do. You know what they're looking at now? Your bank account. So a lot of these cards are debit cards on crack, if you ask me, okay? So they're basically debit cards, but they can act like a credit card, and they give you a limit like a credit card, but it's based off of how much money you spend in your bank account. So when you sign up, especially for Pedal, because Pedal has two types. They got one that's zero to $500 to $3,000, and then the next is like $5,000 to $10,000. But it has everything to do with how you use your bank account. So remember, I told you they're finna get into every little thing they can. And remember what I was also telling y'all last week? They're going to start looking at all these different factors. See, they don't care just about your credit no more. Now they want to get into your bank accounts because they realize that the majority of you are more responsible with your everyday bills than you are with a damn Capital One card. Because y'all know my motto, if you can't pay it, they gotta wait. I just think I just made that up, but that's one of my mottos. Okay, they gotta wait. Now my real motto is if you don't owe them if it gets sold to a debt collector. So that's why a lot of y'all don't care, but y'all do care about y'all rent. Y'all do care about that cable bill, and y'all do care about that electric bill. So now they want to look in your account, see how you paying these bills, how much you spending on things, and what you spending it on, for them to determine if they want to give you some of these accounts. Okay. So let's see what Miss Cynthia said. Miss Cynthia said, someone told me one can charge a utility bill on your credit card and pay it before 30 days instead of paying the utility company directly to help boost credit. Does that really work? Basically, all that so that's not a trick what they're doing. Basically, all they're doing is, and there are a lot of people who choose to live this way. If it was up to me, I think everybody should live off of a credit card. I'll get into why later. But basically, all they're doing is paying their bills with credit cards. And how it's boosting your score is because remember what I said to you earlier? Utility companies don't report on your credit. So that's why the person's telling you to pay it on your credit card, because using your credit card affects your credit. But you can go back and tell that person, Miss Cynthia, Shamika said we can use eCredible and I don't need my credit card no more. And I can still get a boost in my score just from paying my electric bill to the electric company. And eCredible going to know because they're going to look in your bank account. So you have to decide if you're comfortable with them being in your account. Now, if you are somebody that has one account that you just pay bills, fine, let them all in it. Let them all in it because it's going to boost your score. If you're somebody that you live off of your, you got everything going through there, maybe you don't. Maybe you don't want them to see something. I don't know, okay? But you can choose. So they didn't tell you anything that's special, Miss Cynthia. That's just the old way. There's new ways now to pay your utilities and still have it count. You just have to pay companies to go through your account and do it. So you choose, okay? And also think about like this. If you use that credit card, it's only going to hit your credit one time a month. But if you pay your bills to the individuals that you pay them to, it may hit your credit 4 or 5 times a month because eCredible is reporting. You know what I'm saying? So you have to see which one would be better for you. I don't like y'all to keep having stuff hit your credit over and over. That messes you up. But and Miss Cynthia, we're gonna talk. You don't got to worry about none of that. We'll talk. But that's why, again, I do these consultations because I rather talk to y'all about your credit individually versus as a group, because not everything is going to work for everybody. Okay. Self-jetting. That's right. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to put a list together so people can get the list of these. I wrote them. Look, I wrote them all down if y'all can see them. I mean, I be writing, there's pages of them. Okay. I was just bored one day and just went to writing. So I got, I have them. I just had not put it together in the list because I wanted to separate the different kinds. Okay. If you are a landlord, if I'm talking to anybody here that's a landlord, or your son or your daughter or your cousin renting a room at your house, you can be a landlord. And if you want to help push them out on their own because you love them, but you want them out your place, you too can sign up for these rental reporting companies and report the rent they pay you. And you can boost their score by supporting them. Okay. So you can either have them sign up or you can sign up. They either go through the landlord's account to show that it was paid. Either they go through your account or they send you something and you verify every month. I can't remember. It depends on the company you go through. Or you can have the actual renter do it themselves. Okay. So whichever one you would like to do, that's the one you need to do. Okay. Alicia says, I need to talk to you individually. Let's go. Go to my website, shamikasaves.com, and book you a credit appointment. I talk about CPNs as well as credit because everybody have questions about it. So I don't turn anybody away. But I do like to look at your credit, because there's too many of y'all coming to me crying about getting these CPNs, and then I look at your credit and it's like, really? You need a CPN for this? It's just because nobody never told you nothing. Okay, let me tell y'all about this video that's going viral on YouTube. Okay, and y'all, I ain't gonna say the name or anything. Y'all can go search it for yourself. But a lot of folks was calling me about it, so y'all know if people bring it up, I'm sure y'all probably gonna have a question. Somebody has a video on YouTube. They're talking about credit. I don't have nothing against nobody that's talking about credit, but they don't teach it like I do, and I don't teach it like they do. But the video is about deleting everything off of your credit in 14 days. Okay. First of all, when somebody puts up something like that, remember, YouTube videos are made for clickbait. So if I told you you can delete everything off of your credit in 24 hours, y'all are going to click on my video too. Okay. That's one. Two, in the video, the guy instructs you guys to go to the Consumer Finance CFPB, the Consumer Finance and something Bureau. I'm mixing consumer something. But anyway, it's CFPB. They're telling you to file a complaint. Take the information from your credit report, not your Credit Karma, your real credit report, and put it into this website and have them investigate. And basically, you're making a complaint about the credit bureau, the agency, as well as the company. And the guy says that everything will be deleted off of your credit in 14 days. Okay. So a couple things. Why would you want everything deleted off of your credit in 14 days? All right. I am shocked of how many people are throwing in good stuff, trying to clean off the good stuff. Why would you want to do that? Y'all know we talk about we need our credit age. We need basically that's what you need is the age. You want those trade lines to stay, especially if they're good. So if you do something like this, like the guy did in the video, please don't put everything in there that's good. The next thing I don't want y'all I want y'all to know that when y'all are making a complaint, okay, y'all know people don't never read the fine print that says on the penalty of perjury. So you lying, first of all, because some of the stuff that y'all are disputing is accurate. So please just don't go and jam up this government website trying to get them to go and overload and dispute things for you when the stuff is really accurate. Because only thing that's going to happen is it's going to come back as verified. So that means you wasted 30 to 45 days, could be 60 because you have a third party agency now investigating on your behalf. And for what? It's accurate. Okay. I don't have anything against people sending y'all on a dog and pony show, okay? I like that you guys get involved and want to actually fix your credit. But this is not going to take the place of when people messed up their own stuff. There may be some things that are going to delete, but those items we're probably going to delete in a regular dispute, okay? So please don't just believe the hype. And like I said, if you guys do it, just be aware of what you don't want to do and what happens when you actually do it. Okay. So if anybody did it and everything came off, cool. Please tell me. I will definitely promote and say I was wrong. I just don't want y'all to get caught up because something is going viral. And that's exactly what people do. They believe the hype. How many of y'all did the little TikTok credit repair thing that you listened to the boy in the video that told you what to do on Credit Karma, delete this and copy this thing from the statute and paste it, and then the items came off. But then guess what happened? They came right back. You think that these companies don't see viral videos? They know. So don't believe the hype all the time. I'm moving on. Stride says we're going to book a session when you do a credit check. I don't have to do a credit check if you don't want me to, but I do like to do a credit check. And we're going to talk about CPNs or we're going to talk about your credit because a lot of y'all don't see credit the same way I do. And if I'm trying to explain something to you, it's just better if I see it and we see it together so we know what we're talking about. Okay. Mo says I'm trying to be a landlord. Y'all can be a landlord. Go to Arrived Homes. You could be a landlord and don't even have to own a house. Arrived, ARRIVED, homes. I'm going to type it. Arrived Homes. One more time, okay? ArrivedHomes.com. You can go right there and be a landlord, and you don't have to own a house. You can go and buy shares of a rental property, and every 6 months you get a payout. It's not a big payout if you don't put in a lot. You put in a little, you get a little. But this is what I like. It's money you can't spend, and it's money that earns interest. And did I say you get some income every 6 months? Some of y'all wait just on tax returns, okay? So at least this you're gonna get paid twice a year, okay? So you can go to Arrived Homes if y'all are interested and go get down with Jeff Bezos, the Amazon man, and his little venture capitalist friends, and go and buy you a piece of a rental property, okay? I think that you can start with $100, just as little, and you ain't gonna find too many places that gonna let you come in with that little bit, all right? Alexis says, how do I book a session with you? shamikasaves.com. So just my name, shamikasaves.com, and it is there. Also on my website, the grant list is up for the new month. If y'all haven't gotten y'all new grant list for March, it is already up there. I'm going to keep them going every month. So the March list is still going to show in April. The April list is going to come around the middle of April. So if you want the new grants, please go and download it. It's free under the shop tab. Okay. Thank you, Mo. Don't let these influencers get y'all indicted. I'm telling you, I'd be like, oh my God. And I was like, man, you know what? I'm just gonna be quiet. I was like, because see, when you care about people, when you see stuff like that, it bothers you, because I know people are doing it for clickbait, to get people to click, knowing good and damn well they're not being thorough and telling you the real deal. Now, if you still want to go in there and lie and say this wrong, this wrong, this wrong, I don't care. But I do feel that you need to know, because people are looking at these influencers and believing what we say. They put, y'all put y'all trust in us. So I take that seriously. Okay, I do. I don't want y'all quoting Shamika said nothing if it ain't true. And if Shamika did say it and it's not true, she will correct herself. I can't say nothing about nobody else, but that's how I roll. Hey, sister, thank you very much. She said I look pretty. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. Medical bills is what's messing me up. Well, if medical bills is messing you up and you have not taken advantage of using your income to your advantage and getting on a sliding scale program, then something's wrong. Okay. So if anybody here makes $30,000 or less, you are definitely in the lower half of the poverty section of our government for your income range. No shade. But if that is you, or you make more, but you got a lot of dependents and you got a lot of medical bills, all y'all need to do is, excuse me, billing department at the hospital. I don't make a lot of money, and I heard that y'all have to give us the opportunity to get on a sliding scale where y'all base my bills off of how much I make. And I'm telling y'all exactly what to say. Okay. Y'all see me doing it? Okay. Can I apply, or where do I apply? Okay, this is how it goes. Now, and then if they say, I never heard of it, then you say, don't y'all receive nonprofit fund? Don't y'all receive money from the government? Because in the American Rescue Plan, it says, is it the Rescue Plan or the CARES Act? Excuse me. In the CARES Act, it says that if the hospital receives funds from the government, then they have to offer low-income assistance. Hello, you there? Okay, I'm coming to get my application. That's it. Okay, so it has happened. Y'all tell me, y'all email me, y'all call me, y'all text me, so I know what I'm talking about. So if you are making $30,000 or less, okay, or you know somebody making $30,000 or less, y'all better call. Y'all saw what I did? Get on the phone with them folks. Thank you, Dwight. Where you been? Dwight said, I got 10 minutes left. Hey, Nicola, where you been? I've been waiting for you too. Yes, right, Miss Cynthia. I do be trying to tell y'all the truth, because I do not want to get y'all in no mess. Mr. Game Over. Let me tell y'all, Mr. Game Over be keeping me up on my technology stuff. I don't know how many of y'all have used the Chat GPT function at all. If you have not, if you got an iPhone, you can download. I didn't download it. I take it back. I did it right through the internet on my phone because I wanted to see how it worked. And I was just asking this computer, this AI, bunch of different questions. And I ain't gonna lie, it was typing me papers. All right. So the days of having somebody do y'all resumes and do y'all papers while y'all in school are over. And if y'all have not had a chance to get on with Chat GPT, and it is free, and y'all in school, then I don't know what's wrong with you. Okay, I'm giving y'all, I'm telling you what to do. And now Chat GPT just came out, and they're already on Chat GPT 4. Y'all see how behind we are? Well, I'm trying to keep y'all up. I'm trying not to be behind. because y'all know y'all be keeping me in the mix. So if you haven't had a chance to do Chat GPT, please type that in your phone on the internet, because I know y'all don't use laptops no more, or on your tablet, and play around with it, because I promise you, your kids gonna ask you questions you can't give them an answer to. Put them right there in front of that. Ask Chat GPT. That's your new buddy. Ask them and watch how they're gonna give it. Boy, y'all parents gonna be so smart. Okay, y'all teachers gonna think y'all smart and everything, because y'all gonna have the best written stuff ever. And chat, and there are companies, let me tell you how serious is this about to get. They have companies out right now that are offering people, if you have a court case in federal court, they will pay you to let the Chat GPT be your attorney. I am not making it up. They are going to pay somebody to take on a computer, to let the computer be their attorney. Now they will have someone on the side, a real person on the side, but the Chat GPT will be basically defending you in your case. Okay, crazy. Another thing before I forget, this is for couples. Sandals Resorts. I don't know, y'all know Sandals Resorts. If y'all need me to send you the link, I'll send it to you. But they are looking for couples. Okay, I think they're looking for like 4 couples. They want y'all to send them a video. They're giving y'all $1,000, a free trip, and the opportunity to let them interview you, to use you in their future commercials. Okay, so I'm tired of these love and hip hop reality stars. I want to see some of y'all regular folks, and I know most of y'all in relationships. I'm not. Anywho, but if y'all are in relationships, you married, whatever, go ahead on and go to Sandals Resorts. Go to their website. If you can't find it, I will send it to you. Y'all know I get lists of a lot of stuff, okay? Because I just want to be in the know. But they definitely are paying the $1,000. I was actually going to ask somebody to be my fake boyfriend just because I need a vacation, okay? But for y'all who got real relationships, go ahead on and sign yourself up and go and get you a nice little trip. Send them, I think the video, they don't want the video to be like a minute or 3 minutes, something very short, to tell them about you, and then they will select, okay? You can't beat free trip. Y'all know we like free, okay? Starlight says, oh, that's right. Y'all make sure y'all like my videos, like this video, share it with somebody. I appreciate it very much. Did y'all see my new TikToks? I was telling y'all to go to open class actions. The only reason I put that up last night is because there's new class actions that were posted. So I hope y'all have been signing up to get you your couple dollars back, because y'all know y'all been getting taxed the hell out. Y'all been getting taxed, and a lot of y'all ain't happy with y'all tax refunds. So if y'all ain't happy, there goes some way to add a couple more dollars to your life. So go on to openclassactions.com and get you some stuff. All right, Nicola, what you cooking? All right, Amy says, I have a repo from 2014 that's garnishing my state return only, not my federal return. Should I get a repayment plan? Well, if they're going to garnish your state wages, it is too late for a repayment plan, because garnish means they're taking it because they won something against you. So once something is garnished, the only thing you can do to stop a garnishment at this state is to file bankruptcy. That's the only thing that's going to stop it. Other than that, your return is going to be garnished. When y'all start seeing the garnish word, it's too late. That means you failed to do something, unfortunately, and now you have given the other side every right to get what they want. So please do not miss going to court when y'all get served, okay? I had somebody tell me that, girl, I didn't care because the bank account they had was from another account, so they was going to take my money from an old account that was closed. Until they started garnishing her new job check, okay? Yeah. So 4 garnishments coming out of one check. Y'all ain't gonna imagine what the take-home pay is. It's sad. Okay, so make sure that if you are getting served, you are showing up, because they're gonna get you if you don't. Okay. All right, how much time? 7:56. Okay, let me see if I missed anything. I know we didn't talk too much about these banks that's closing. We ain't gonna talk about that because it ain't really gonna change too much as it is right now. We just got to ride the wave. Taxes, most of y'all done filed and should be done or have gotten your return by now. So I don't know if y'all have any questions on that, but y'all can be sure to ask. Let's see. Dwight says, I've been on here to make sure you do a great job and not work. Thank you very much, because let me tell you, as soon as I get done with this, I have taxes to do. I'm trying to take it easy, y'all. I just don't know how to do that just yet. Maybe when I get them in, okay? Okay, so Skinny Jeans and Big Skirt says, quick recap. Bet we could do a quick recap. We talked about the difference between the two tax credits, the refundable one, earned income credit, child tax credit, dependent care credit. Then we talked about the regular tax credit, which is just to lower the amount of money that you're actually being taxed on. Y'all need to learn the difference. Please check out my YouTube so that y'all can start watching. I'm doing more tax videos because I do feel that taxes is how they're going to get a lot of us. But being uneducated about taxes is where you're going to lose a ton of money. Okay. The next thing I talked about are trade lines, the authorized user trade lines and the primary. I told you that I will type up this long list. I get my girl to type these up to put a list together for you so you can see the cash advances. If in case y'all need help, okay, it's gonna be tough for some people. Okay, trade lines that you can add that are going to be primary trade lines, landlord trade lines if you want to report someone that's living in your place. E-credible for those who want to report their utilities. Okay, you can use e-credible for your business credit as well as your personal credit. Also, remember what I said. If you have a business, you can put your utilities that are in your home under your business name. I have done it for years. And guess what? I get credit for paying my light bill. It shows on my business credit. And some of y'all may need that. All right. Speaking of that, the Federal Trade Commission is actually sued Dun & Bradstreet because Dun & Bradstreet were doing a lot of unfair practices. So if you guys have Dun & Bradstreet and you guys are paying, it might be possible that there may be some money coming because I know they're going to win and they're going to be cutting some checks. The next thing that the Federal Trade Commission is doing, they chose the 5 top business credit bureaus. So if anybody has business credit, they now have to disclose how they do the reporting. So I can't wait for that to come so I can share with you guys, because if you guys are into business credit, you will know that there is nothing that governs how business credit is handled. You got the Fair Credit Reporting Act that covers your personal credit, but there is nothing on the business side. So they can mess us up, do whatever they want, and we have no way to fight. And to prove that has anybody ever tried to dispute something on business credit? It's the most difficult, retarded process ever. But thanks to the Federal Trade Commission, we're going to see some differences. And I would not be surprised that some of y'all scores just go boop, 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 because now y'all going to have the magic recipe to get that up. Let me see. I don't know. I think that was all we talked about. Was that all we talked about? And then, of course, my regular credit question. So I hope I answered that for y'all. It says, I hope y'all, that's right. I hope they did that chicken class action lawsuit too. I did the chicken class action lawsuit. I did the pork class action lawsuit. There's the Kia class action lawsuit. There's another Experian lawsuit. Facebook has a lawsuit. I mean, I don't know what y'all waiting on. And on my video, I put my 3 favorite class action websites that I go to. Okay, so I just posted it yesterday. My 3 favorite websites that I go to do the class actions, because you got to stay on all 3 so you can make sure you're getting all of them. And then last but not least, a lot of y'all are asking me about the video I put up about food stamps. I want to be clear. President Biden stated that if you lost your food stamps to someone skimming your card, there are a lot of people that are falling a victim to fraud. And if you used your EBT benefits and you saw that there's none on there and you don't know how you lost them because somebody stole them, he now is stating from October 2022 until September 2024, your state has to 100% refund you the money, or the benefits that were stolen from you. These are not benefits that were not paid. These are benefits that were stolen from you because someone else used a skimming machine. So before y'all go and start using these EBT cards in these corner stores, y'all need to check these things to make sure that they are not stealing your information, because a lot of people are having hurt feelings going and getting all these groceries and only finding out they got $3 left. Okay. That's right. Mo says we talked about cash advances and trade lines. Credit builders, thank you very much. Oh, and student loans. I forgot. We did talk about student loans. So remember, guys, if you are not already on a repayment plan, make sure the repayment plan that you are on is the IDR, income driven repayment plan. That is the newest one. That is the best one. And it beats out all the others. If you are not on it, you need to call your student loan servicer, consolidate your loans, and get on the plan. That's it. Okay. So I will see you guys on Wednesday at 7. I promise it'll be something different. Again, like my video, share it, go to my YouTube, subscribe. You can go to my website if you need to do a consultation, you want to talk, you want to ask me a question, you want to go to my website and get your grant list. It's under the shop tab. Please do. Y'all want some money? I'm giving it to you. Let me see if I'm missing anything else. I'm gonna see if y'all asking me anything else before I go. If you're in Texas, the rental assistance is closed. So many people did it in like 3 days. There's no more money for the state of Texas. They're out of that $90-something million they had. I think that's real weird, but hey. Okay. Yes. Okay. And we did talk about Chat GPT. So make sure y'all do the Chat GPT. It is going to blow your mind. And yes, I can't wait to see if Trump gets arrested tomorrow. I doubt it very much, but let's see. Okay. All right. What do you want me to send to you, Marilyn? Please let me know. And it's shamikasaves.com. Dwight says you heard that yeah, it may be a TikTok ban. I doubt it because that's not going to stop these phone companies from finding a way to people use it. It's not going to change a thing. Okay, yes, free vacation. Let me see. What did you say? Amy says, I always like watching your shows. You make me happy. You guys make me happy. I swear on everything. And for you guys who send me these heartfelt messages because y'all see that just because I smile doesn't always mean I'm having a great day. I really, really do appreciate that. And yes, for those that did not know, yes, I was shot. Yes, I was shot. Okay. So yes, it replays in my mind every single day. And I know next month it's going to be really big on domestic violence because it'll be my 6-month anniversary for being alive. So I'm definitely going to talk a lot about that and let you guys know what I went through, what I discovered. And there's money in that too. So we're going to talk about that as well. Okay. And did I talk about government contracts? Not this week. I didn't. But if you need to talk to me about government contracts, we can. Chat GPT just looks like a black screen. You type what you want and it will give you information right back. Miss Pam says so much great info. I love to hear it. Love you too, Miss Pam. Call me if you need anything. Okay. The free trip was Sandals Resorts. They're looking for couples. I don't know about y'all, but I signed up for these casting sites, you know, like actors and actresses. See, that's another way. I'll be looking for money in all kind of way, baby. I'll turn this water bottle over if I think it's a penny underneath there. Okay. So these casting sites, believe it or not, they put out tons of information. And this is how I find out a lot of these free trips because they're looking for people to be actors and actresses. And y'all don't even have to do it as a job, but it can be something you can do because you need a free trip to Sandals Resorts and you want your $1,000. So I hope that you guys go and do it. It ends, I believe, March 28th is the last day. And it's not something that's made public. So I'm hoping that y'all going to get on there. Hey, Miss Robinette. Okay. And okay. So I think I went over everything. Hey, Adrian's TikTok. I love you guys. Y'all be blessed. I will see you. It's ChatGPT and app or just go online. Just go online. Yes, I was. I will be sharing with y'all my war rooms and all that good stuff. But that's for next month. Okay. So see y'all on Wednesday, 7 p.m. If you need anything, y'all know where to reach me. Okay. Bye-bye. See you later. Bye, y'all. Be blessed.